Hello and welcome to part 15 of our Chaos Gate Daemonhunters Ruthless campaign. I think where we left off we beat the high mission, high difficulty. Wasn't that hard, you just jumped on and pummeled the big evil plant as fast as possible. You know, we're the galaxy's best gardeners. This is Gardening Simulator 40K edition, and then we raced over here to get on top of this low mission as quickly as we can. So we got here in time, might as well go for it. Win the mission without servo skulls, obviously we'll go ahead and do that. Is there anything I can, if I stall a bit, do I get any, I mean in theory Thule here could become active enough to participate, so let's see which knights I want to use. I'll of course do this without the servo skull, it shouldn't be too difficult. Can I see what I'm facing? Oh, hello. The Blight Hauler. This tracked demon engine provides the Death Guard with heavy firepower when needed. It's equipped with a fearsome close-range multi-battle and long-range frag missile launchers. There you go, we've got mechanical units in the field, so that anti-mechanic hammer is all of a sudden going to come quite useful. Okay, and then just use all zombies, one of the annoying preachers and some normal cultists. Okay, only 10% a turn though because of the prognosticar helping. That mission, definitely take the extra point of requisition because we're burning through them now with the cool things we can buy. Okay, now this is a yes, obviously we would instantly fail if we fielded the mission as we are, so we need to change off the servo skull here. But before we do that, do we want to swap knights out for maybe slightly weaker ones? So we've got level 6 and level 5 guys in here. What about the other interceptors? So I've got 2 interceptors. Tor, he has a light wound, he's only level 2. Did I have a slightly better one maybe I can level? Storm is the higher one. Baldar back here at level 5. So he hasn't got teleport strike, but he's got standard teleport and a bunch of supporting things. Or I could go with the other one. Who is Tor, massively underleveled back here. He'd have to go next level I get for him, we'd take both of these, but it's going to take a while to get there. What's he got? Oh, he got psychic suppression, that's why he's kind of bad. Maybe I'll just ignore him and just level up the other one. If I have 2 interceptors I can bounce between them and that's good enough. I can send you back to Titan or something because the level up path you've taken is dreadful, I'm afraid. Doesn't help that he's also injured. So let's field you. See if I can get you up to level 6 as well. Because at least you've got the range on teleport and can start hitting things. So to kit you out, load out the armor will of course be our focus synergy one. That one intercepts the other. And I don't think you want a grenade on an interceptor somehow. You'd probably be better off with the extra willpower just so you can spam your abilities like mad. Although he doesn't have teleport strikes, so all he's really going to be using is the 1 willpower teleport. That's basically it. So it doesn't really serve a massive purpose with him. You increase your crit chance by 10%. How does he have 2? Hang on. Oh, he has 2. Is that possible? He actually has 2 equipment slots. Oh, okay, so I could do both of them anyway, because he went down the path that gave him the extra option. Fair enough. I guess I could give him a grenade, crit chance and willpower. Because yeah, look at his abilities, he can game out what you can actually do with all of your amazing willpower. Not a lot, I'm afraid. Hasn't got hammer hand. None of that requires willpower. None of this requires willpower. Just that. So we can't. So he burns 1 per turn max, and then he can easily get kills to get that back. So no, I'm going to move off of the willpower increase because it serves no purpose at all. Load out Wargate. I'll give you the 10% crit because what else am I doing? I can't use servo skulls. The other one will of course be a grenade of some kind. You can get cheeky and maybe hit someone off an edge. Well, if we're up against a big nasty machine, maybe I'll reach as far to do a crack grenade to do some really nice anti-big thing damage and strip armor, stuff like that. Worth a try. Okay, that's all I need to do with you except for your melee weapon. I don't want the force stave, I think they're a bit pants. Oh, you could give the big hammer to you. So I could have you teleport in. Yeah, I slightly misread this the first time. It's armor break. Actually, yeah, I can use my... So I can teleport and then use... I guess I would like a lot of willpower because I can spam that ability on him. Or just leave it on Boars. The issue with Boars is that he's so slow it's hard for him to get into place to actually use this. So perhaps you'd be better off equipping you with this one. Yeah, take it off of Boars now. We'll give you the hammer so you can teleport onto the nasty machine. And between all the hits and with the help of your friends giving you Honor the Chapter, you might be able to just assassinate it. Wait, are there even more weapons there I haven't seen before? Crozius Arcanum. Reflect Vulnerable. Interesting. And the Narthesium for Apothecaries. I know what that goes on. I know what class that would be. So that kind of gives away maybe what we're going to see later. So let's change my plan. If I'm going to be spamming willpower abilities, I think you'd be better served. Or a single use of a warp charge when you're hitting something is better than the grenade. So just do this instead. There you go. Plenty of versatility there. So you can teleport in and hit things real hard like. And then Boars is going to need to change weapons now because he's gone back to a default hammer. Need a couple more good weapons here. Literally that fancy hammer is the only one I've picked up thus far. Melee crit chance or crit damage. I guess this will do. Anything else you could use? Halberds. They don't do any more damage. They're all just flat 4, aren't they? What about the base hammers? They do more. No, they're also flat 4. All hammers do really is add 2 damage if you 4 strikes. That's what confused me. I thought it was +2 for 4 striking. No, it's armor break, which I guess is better in a lot of instances. Or do you want to just use the hammer? You'd forfeit your parry, but then with the amount of armor he has, I don't really make use of it. So no, I think this is better. We'll do that. Add the crit. It'll give you a bit of a chance to do. So you do 7 on 4 strike, maybe 8 if you're super lucky. It gives me the ability to just run up and instant kill bonk some of the smaller targets. So that's probably a better compromise. I forfeit the very, very rare occasional parry. Who cares? And I don't need the extra frag grenade this time because we're not going for the kill 4 enemies with that ability. So I can go back to my good old Sacred Incense because he spams willpower as a Justicar. So it's definitely worth it on you. Good, you're set up correctly. I've used both of the fancy Storm Bolters. No, I picked up an extra one. Remember, I have a good one of these now. Deathmaker, so more damage. Do you want it on you or do you want it on someone else? Put it on there for a second and then think about it. Who else would I use it on is the question. Not you, because it's one of you 3. Do you want it on a Justicar? Interesting decision. Well, let's change that skull off here while I have a second. You're using Sacred Instance already, so something else. Can't use any skulls, so either a grenade or one of these abilities. Just put the grenade on to start. And what would I... The other option is maybe that for you as well, so you have a big indestructible shield as opposed to chucking a grenade. I think honestly you're tough enough. And I don't really use you in such a way that you can get hurt too badly, so the grenade is probably better. Killing things is more useful than being slightly better at surviving hits. Armor types, what are you using, may I ask? Servo skulls, that's obviously pointless, so it's a good thing I checked. That's in use for the Interceptor, that's in use for my Purgator. Who's using this? Can't tell what that, hang on. That's immunity to pinning, which I guess is somewhat useful. What does that do? Nothing currently, this is basically just gives you more HP. So what if you take a hit, you're less inclined to get wounded. I'll just take the immunity to pinning one, no one else is using it. I'm not using Tor. Yeah, just in case you get one of those irritating grenade launchers throwing things at you. So the only decision I had to make was who gets the fancy. I put it on you, so you've got fully kitted out Interceptor there. All the armor and weapons I can possibly give him. What would be the benefit? If I'm going to be teleporting in and hitting things with my hammer over and over again, that's probably not the best option. So I think I'd rather give it to one of you two. And because you're so slow, I think you would be best served to have the better gun. You can contribute some damage at range. Cybolt's also really good, so it's nice with all the willpower I've got. Equip, take it off of Valdar. Then go back to Valdar. Give you a gun. Well, we're not using that one. Cybolt for extra damage, just flat, and then you can crit with it to do a bit more. Yep. Just gives you an option of you can do 4 or 5, maybe pick off a guy at range to get some more willpower if you need it. At 9, I don't think I need it too badly with the fact I can endlessly spam, no teleport strike. Otherwise, I think that's good. Everyone's got what they wanted. Do you want to swap out this Purgator for another one? So Purgators wise, your Elhum is level 5. So in terms of my other options, I've got Rugen here at level 3. Thule here at level 3, and he's 2 days off of being healed. What are your abilities? You've got Astral Aim, you've got the ammo and the crit stuff, so pretty much what you'd want. As opposed to Rugen, who had Astral Aim and went up this way instead of that way. Fine, they're all kind of the same. So leveling up one of you two is a good idea, I suspect. Yeah, it seems it's a low difficulty mission, so this is a good chance to do it. So you have your silencer, which is good. You have your grenades. Just give him the armor set that improves the grenade damage a bit. One Purgator to another. That's pretty much all I need to do. So I think you were slightly better XP. Thule is 235 level 3. So you're slightly underleveled, but they're in the same position. 1 of 3. Is he about to? Is that he's only got one critical injury left before he's basically finished? That might not be good. I have to be a little bit careful with him. So if I'm using him, I'm using Rugen anyway. Okay, we'll let him heal to full. Otherwise, I think that's perfectly reasonable. No servo skulls. Stratons are the same. Yeah, we'll go in with that. I've come to realise that Teleport Strike is perhaps one of the best abilities in the game. The sheer amount of damage an Interceptor can do to multiple targets is amazing. So I don't know Psychic Onslaught for the Brigators or Grenade are so good, because you can hit multiple targets, whereas Knights are usually restrained to shooting a gun at one thing or meleeing one thing. Doing 5 to 7 damage with a Teleport Strike and just wiping a field is pretty good.
What do we know of this place, Tech Priest?
Archival data of these coordinates is indecipherable. However, the report from the Augurium is clear. The bloom seeds are below. Our mission is clear.
Double use of clear in text. You can have worded that slightly differently. See there, and another one. Okay, they're annoyingly close to each other, so... Oh, there's 3. This is going to take a bit. We have to go through all 3 seed carriers, so I guess we want to approach it in such a way that we fight this one first and then just hang this way. So yeah, we can probably do this without engaging any extra pods. And you're tucked away back there. I'm going to guess I can't just go... Can I go back here to get to them? No, that's not actual... So yeah, it's just a dead end. So this is a... Despite how big the map is, it's basically one track only. I have to go that way. Let's get going. There first. Immediately visible. That's an enemy patrol, not the actual seed. Get you guys up here first.
I am here to serve. At your command. At your service.
Well, you guys will kind of get in the way of how far we can get forward.
Moving now.
Now, if I move to your maximum distance, I suspect they would immediately trigger. So I should probably just move you somewhat further up and then get everyone as far up as possible, so then I can get into sort of better cover here and here and around the place. How far do you think I can go? To there? It's like 1, 2, probably not actually. That would be the limit there. Yeah, I'm just about on the breadth of what I can get away with. So I'll line up everyone here to get nice and far forward. The gate is the important one. I like the Brigator to be there. If so in 1 AP I can get you to cover. You can take cover behind that one, so just stand here for now. And you are just going to end up teleporting forward like a maniac in a second, so just run you forward as kind of far as you can go. And then I'll shove you forward. There we go. Heavy gunner with some sort of special armaments. Yeah, a whole load of cultists. Lots of cultists for this one. Teleport strike would be lovely here. You could kill them all instantly. It's worth it. We can level up another interceptor to actually have the ability. That'd be nice.
We've made contact with the enemy.
Indeed. Okay, so I can obviously teleport to there. Start hitting them. They've got 9 HP, 6 and 6. So unfortunately you can't quite kill them in one hit with the hammer is the problem. Armaments wise, there's 2 heavy gunners. These are all standard cultists. These are standard cultists. So there's a good grenade there. Might just kill them all. So Rugen,
Your command?
if you want to get to there, you have 2 AP left with which to astral aim or just shoot things the old-fashioned way. Can't quite kill him, but I'd like to astral aim the heavy gunner so he can't bother me. And he is targetable there, so you may as well.
Advancing.
We can just start picking away at the smaller ones at our leisure later. Now this.
I have seen your weakness.
You off the field. Ignore him now, and I have an extra shot with which to take anyone of my choice. I think just start weakening some of these other targets. Yeah, that'll do. They're all 2, so they're all identical anyway. How far can I chuck the grenade? Ooh, just about in a good spot to actually hit them all. Let me get them in, throw them off. But again, against a blob of cultists, that I don't feel like wasting it. So just shoot them and take this nice and slow.
For the Emperor. Blessed are our arms.
My question is there really any need for me to be super aggro here? I could just move you up, have you use your shield to get 10 armor, and then basically ignore everything these can do.
Your orders.
You're going to be a bit of a nuisance to use because there's not really any way to... You've also got a grenade, so you could probably come up here and chuck a good grenade. That would be worth it. Get rid of all of those. Yeah, I'll use 1 here. Why not? I've got 2. Same position. Hit all of them. Probably throw those off, or at least get them really low. Don't know what it does to the pillar, the explosive, but let's see. We'll eventually get some better grenades later, I presume. Oh, he managed to just about cling on to the field there, did he? You devil. So you're in cover, which is nice. You can shoot and get him down to 1. In fact, I can do that and then Cybolt. It'll cost me willpower and I'll get 1 back for the refund, so just 1 less to deal with. Refunded instantly. Can I pick off any more? Just be a bit greedy here. You unfortunately aren't going to be able to help too much because I guess I could teleport and then just start using Armor Chapter and killing these. So that's it. You can kill that one easily. You could shoot and kill that one, so a bunch of willpower back. Problem is you're then in a fairly terrible position to deal with these further away. There's not much reward in you getting too close. I could teleport to there and then just shoot him and hide in like cover here so no one else can bother you. They could waste their time trying to run over and they won't catch you. So yeah, let's do that. Good. You can run up there and kill him for 1 willpower and then move back to perfect safety. Just splits their attention somewhat. Bonk. And yet there's full cover back there. Are you safe enough to go like 5? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some points that they've got like 3 points of movement, so I guess to be perfectly safe, you want to be about there is probably your best. Well, no, being tucked in there. I guess you could try. No, going around the long way is terrible for him. It's going to take him ages, so just move to. Oh, that too.
As ordered.
Nice and secure in there. That just leaves the big fella. You could move forward once. Got the fancy gun that does 5. Can't quite get in range to do enough to kill him though. 4 would require I be there. So I could do it, take the hit and then kill him, but it's not worth it at all. So move, shoot, and then use your shields just so you can be bored. I guess you can move there and be in half cover and use your shield. Probably enough to disregard everything they can do to you. Would you get 10 armor? So how much damage can they do? These won't be able to get here. You'll probably get suppressed by him, but then I can maybe teleport onto him next. They'll just have you strive forward and act as a big distraction piece. Hit the big scary Terminator. He just... Clever, smartest thing he can probably do is destroy my cover. No suppressive fire. The one I don't need to move. Good choice. Now the little cultists can't do enough to actually hurt me.
Eat this.
0. Why would you take the shot if it's 0? Can't you read the screen and see it won't work?
Come at me now.
It's irrelevant as well. Don't worry about him.
Overwatch.
All in all, not an amazing turn from the enemy here. What? Oh, you're 1/10 of the way there. That's it. Okay, well, So we are gonna. The plan is underway. So you can just hop over there and easily get rid of these. Takes 2 hits to kill him, which is a shame, but so be it. And how do I deal with you two? Well, I have all of these here. The Overwatch is a tad annoying, but you'll be free to move with him dead, so it'll cost you probably 2 points of AP. Ooh, could you? Let's test this. Hang on, just turn it off. Can you get over there to hit him? Yes. And I can use the... No, it would crit would kill him, but 4 strike wouldn't, I don't think. What about just Psybolting him once? Does it do enough damage on... I think so. So let's get rid of you. That puts you in a somewhat bad position with him, I'm afraid. If I'm... What's hurting me? Oh, because he's trying to... Hang on. You.
Standing ready.
To guess this out. So let's stand. If I figure this... What I might be able to do if I'm clever is land in such a position that I can take a 3 damage shot onto him with the pistol. Kill him. And then move over here and start meleeing the big one. He won't die instantly, but I can use Honor the Chapter once to kill him. And it gives me another AP to go bonk that one. And I can start getting my willpower back. So you need to be there. And it's like 1, 2, 3. I think it's close enough to melee as well. So let's try and imagine it's 2 left from that spot. So take you. Teleport there. There, 1, 2. So I think we want to teleport to here. That'll give me an angle to do 3 damage to him and kill you. I was afraid of that. It's actually going to be less because he's tougher than... I think your gun does 1 less, but that's okay. I can Psybolt him to kill him. My willpower stays exactly where it is. And then you can come over here and hit him the old-fashioned way. He gets into cover as well, right? Yeah, can't really get there. 4 strike makes no difference here. It's not a mechanical target, so we're just pummeling the old-fashioned way. I see, just getting a hit to cancel suppression, is it? Good. That leaves all of you active. I'd love for you to come over here. You can't quite get him that turn. How much does it cost? 2 willpower, so I can give it to you. And you can get a kill here and walk up and hit him. That'll then let you come forward and kill that one, reducing it to all but one of them. How do I get around here to get to these pests is the issue there? Well, that Overwatch is good at stopping you from really helping. Guess I could throw a grenade over the wall, but that's a severe waste. Or use your Aegis, you get 4 points of armor. That would allow you to tank his Overwatch. You could just stand there, eat it, and then he's free to move and come over here and kill you. Seems like a good way of dealing with it. I'll have you... Oh, if I use Honor the Chapter, I can't actually reach him to hit him, because it burns all my AP. You're better off standing here then. Stand there, use... It's just too slow. You need like 1 more point of movement to get to there and hit him. That's a real shame. You could do it on him instead. So I use Honor the Chapter first, have you kill this and move over. Then I can have you go hit that one as an alternative. So I have you move there and hit and kill him. Get rid of that one. Back up to full, and then you can do all but 1 damage to this target. Can't reach those at the back there, so just get you nice and low to be finished off easily. Shame you got no way of doing just that 1 extra point. 6 would be a great amount of damage you can inflict. I have 2 willpower, which can be used to rush over. Why can't I do that? Hang on, I need to do this manually, it seems. I can get over there and kill you. And it leaves you who haven't got any sort of cover at all, so he can't do anything because he'll just move, so that's instantly lethal. You get some willpower back, that's good. Those 2 points of damage we did earlier paying off.
I am the Emperor's fury.
And you... How much? He has 6, so you can just move there. I've got 3 rounds, so move there and shoot twice, killing him.
Moving out. Firing on target.
Oh, support fire's kicking in. That's somewhat annoying. I forgot how powerful support fire is. Can you shoot him instead? Okay, well there you go. It works in the end. You've got to remember I even have that ability, and it's really strong on him.
Purified this place.
Let's actually remind myself, so that's a good reminder. So teleport, yes, as normal. Oh, blimey. Immune to afflictions, yeah. Enduring reflexes, Smite gains +1 use per turn for his auto, so he gets to do it twice. Ignore parry, because it's just a Provident. +1 ammo for their ranged equipment. Well, it's a good idea to give you the fancy gun if I do that next turn then. Support fight, 110% because of the 10% armor I've got. When an enemy is shot within this knight's weapons range, he will shoot to deal 4 damage to the target. Is that regardless of their, like... I don't know if it subtracts their, like, cover or relative to what they've got, but we need to keep that in mind for synergies. So you get effectively chuck out 8 damage for free. And it even works after you've burned all your AP, what that just told me.
Yes, Commander.
That's also good to bear in mind as well.
It will be done.
The
I am here
furthest
to
one's
serve.
back here, moving up first.
Yes, Commander.
Later in front. Will that trigger them all? Maybe. So I'll just hang around with 1 AP left here to start. Get everyone nice and close together. Cover-wise, how am I going to do? So they're going to move that way, but not unless I'm sort of there. It would be very awkward to engage in the corner there. Well, I've got better cover to do so if they were to move. Here it's basically all half. So that was probably full if you're a bit lucky. Can't go that way. You
Your command?
can burn 2 AP to get to here.
Advancing.
And we'll lead with the Terminator again.
Standing ready.
Half cover. Spotted yet? Okay, they're actually going to get away with it this turn. Move. Can't move you until you're too slow. Well, I have a turn to which moves they activate, so don't worry about it. There they are.
The unfaithful are here. Ready yourselves.
Just cultist and one of those silly fellows. Okay. How far does teleport get you? Just far enough to do what I'd want. You can get to there and show him who's boss. So I'd have 2 left. And I'd have to hit him 3 times, so I'd have to expend willpower to, or rather an honor chapter to assassinate him. Otherwise, how could I start cleaning these up more effectively? There's a pillar there that you could hit to kill, do amazing damage with one of the other ones. I think I will be doing that. With everyone except the heavy gunner. Why is he so tough? Because he's a grenade launcher, that's why he's surviving. Over here is what? There's the heavy and there's the other one. So the interceptor goes in and bonks him a lot, and then one of you can come over here to hit that. That would even leave you an AP, which you can use to hit and kill someone else. And you two way back here to kind of run forward and contribute a bunch of damage. I think I can just kill them all in one turn.
Your orders.
You go in. That would be the easiest way to do it. And remember, I've got, once he's done all his AP, I can use him to contribute damage to kill these. If I angle him correctly, I think that'll do it. You can clearly draw line of sight. Well, I'm not refunding AP from teleport with you yet. That's a big deal. I'll do that later. Let's start the bonking. Bonk.
Get out of there.
Oh, I've got bleed. Well, does the bleed occur? Target suffers at the end of its turn, so unfortunately that wouldn't happen in time for him to die before he gets to hurt me. So nice crit and all, but it doesn't really change anything. He's still got his irritating smite ability now. In fact, that's literally all he can do without the Vox Stave. I forced him to hurt me. Okay, and then who's going to hit the pillar? Probably the Terminator. So there, knock that over. Yeah, give him a good shove. If the grenade launcher survives, it doesn't matter because we can kill everyone else and just ignore him. Uh-oh. Oh, my poor... How did that explode all the way over there? The pillar was nowhere near the box. That's insanely unlucky. The pillar fell here and the explosive box was over there. I feel like I got a bit cheated there. So in terms of sheer damage output, you'd actually be better, I think, shooting at you with this and having support pyre kill him. The problem is you don't actually have the... That one, you'd be 1 point off killing him.
At your service.
I can just run you up there and you can also shoot to do a bit more damage. Let's have you run up. Set destination. You can even spread fire them where you wanted to. It costs you, what, 1 willpower and you get 1 back for killing him anyway. So, here we are where we are. that won't trigger the extra shot, which is fair enough. Your full willpower, I think you're basically full. You'll be basically full. Yeah, you're all fine. So who wants it? I can either give it to you two don't actually benefit from this at all, so I'll just have the, I guess the lower rank guy can come up here and get some XP for just shooting him. Someone wants to explain to me how on earth you took damage from that. That's rather rude. It shouldn't have hit him. Oh well, who am I to complain? The next enemy set is here, and they're moving away from me, so I can actually just move forward quite aggressively now. Oh, that was... well, that's already got them. Okay, I didn't think you'd trigger that quickly. There's the Minted Flight Hauler. And a couple of cultists. Overwatch, that doesn't matter. I'm definitely going to teleport the anti-hammer into him now and use a bunch of honorary chapters to do a load of damage. Can I get there to catch him in one turn? Ooh, I don't know. Yes, I can teleport to there. So I can do it. It's got how much health? It's got... oh, it's got a load of armor, but only 6 HP underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's effectively got 14 HP. That is really easy for me to hack through. That's no problem at all. The problem is, once I do that, do I then have enough AP to save myself? Because it's going to be hard for anyone else to get up there to help you. So you can come up here, but it's going to be basically impossible. I guess if you can just do some bad shooting, quote unquote, you can then start support firing and killing things. Yeah, I think I don't want it to be alive, because let's see what it does. Cover shot, blast attack, area 3, destroy. So destroying cover, we don't care. Charge shot, so the blast over area 2, range 14. 5 damage, that's kind of painful. Trescent fog with another blast attack. It's all blast with this thing. Launch a hazard over area 4 for 1 turn. Allies in the hazard suffer -2 damage from range attack, so he gives his allies cover. And Overwatch, you can Overwatch if you want. Immunity to afflictions. He has a range 7, damage 6, armor break 3, horrendous close range damage dealer. Frag missile. Gives access to cover shot and charge shot. That's what gives him abilities. And then there you go. So he's got a bunch of anti... so you can't really hide from it because it uses blast. So let's just get up there and kill it nice and fast. Okay, so immediately we're going to go 4 strike and start getting through it. So yeah, it's great because it's because the 2 armor break counts, and then I get to do the 6 damage through it instantly. So I think one more hit just instant kills it. I do 5 damage plus 1 damage versus mechanical, and it's only got 6 HP. So I've already killed it with those 2 hits. That hammer is really quite good at killing mechanical things, it seems. Almost too good. Good. Okay, you can now... I use Honor the Chapter once, that allow you to move and hit something and move and hit something, but not both, sadly. Kind of awkwardly spread here. Can I hit him and then jump down there and hit him? What am I going to do about this annoying heavy gunner tucked in the corner? This is happening as a no-brainer anyway, so maybe I'll do the further back one first. Costs you... you'd only be able to use 1 willpower to move then, and still get a shot, which is impossible. I have to at least get there to shoot something. I just need them close enough to shoot, because then once they do, they can trigger support fire. So you can take a... there you go, you can get to there and take 1 shot and trigger support fire once. Maybe I'll astral aim a target. Can't seemingly get somewhere to astral aim something useful though. I can hit him twice, killing him. And then I can astral aim that one to take his gun off, so that just leaves him. Could in theory run up there and shoot you, but I can't stop that.
Ready to serve.
Chapter, give him more AP so he can kill the heavy gunner tucked in the corner.
I am here to
The
serve.
2 hits will kill that. Or you could hit here. Just survives, which is annoying. I think... hang on. You go down there. You can go down there and hit him that way. So hit and run. So they'll both be low enough. I can easily kill them with supporting fire. How do I deal with you is the question. And the honest answer is I don't think I do at that distance. So I'm just going to have to do it this way.
Your wicked tools cannot stop you.
Are you sure? Look pretty stopped to me.
Destroyed, Commander.
Okay, now you two. I guess I could use Honor Chapter again just to have them come over here and kill you. Well, they'll probably take him 2 move points to get to there, but not the end of the world. So you can move to there and do nothing. And you can move to there and take 1 shot, doing a bit of damage. 2.
It will be done.
Either I shoot here or use Honor the Chapter with you. How much damage will I do anyway? I could do 2 and I will get support fire, so that's him going to get instantly executed. Good compromise. Yeah, that Stormbolt is an amazing pickup, does great damage. That will leave me with 1 cultist who I can't quite kill, so not the end of the world. There's no way I can draw a line of sight on him to astral aim or anything fancy. He's going to get to shoot at least one of us. Oh well, who cares?
Yeah.
Fine, pick a target and do like 3 damage. I'm not going to stop you. Run up here. Worst, he inflicts a light wound to someone. I guess he could run up here and do more to you. Take him from a light wound to a heavy wound, which would be unfortunate, but ayo.
It will be done.
He's going to come for the interceptor. Fair enough.
Eat this!
The 2, he might be straying into a full wound and not a light one. Oh good, reinforcements are here. Everything we've killed. Well, you're all situated nicely to deal with this, so I guess if you want to grab that one, it's easy. Just turn around and get rid of them all this turn. You have another point of AP to do. Can't reach that one, so just do that one. Almost inclined to let them get up so I can just farm XP and willpower off of them. But nah, I'm not that hard up for points. Can't reach. Can I not reach that one? No.
Yes, come on.
And you want to disable that one. Great warp surge there, very threatening. And then run back forward. I'm ignoring this because I know for a fact the interceptor can easily get rid of you. Your 2 points of damage feel worth it? Grab it sort of speed later. That one we missed there. Oh look, a single zombie. He's coming for me. Keeping the balloon, like the warp surges down that far is really good.
Yes.
Who's missing willpower? 6 of 7, 8 of 9, 7 of 9. You can use it the most, so if you just want to shoot him first. That would instant kill him, because you have a 5 damage gun. What about you? You would also threaten to instant kill him, so just come over here and then you have to burn both AP on it, so be it. Can't risk the other 2 shooting because they do so much blasted damage. I suppose I could have moved one of them slightly further away to reduce the damage output. Who cares?
Yes, sir.
And these 2 follow suit. Where am I going? It's just going to be down here, isn't it, from what I recall? Yeah. Head up here. Do this is up. Fine. How far can I get to there? You, of course, and the Gator. So, sidestep the Terminator, and then you're just going to chill out because we can't obviously move this turn. All our guys waiting.
I am with you.
Shuffle a bit. Well, I've got all of my resources on hand, so I might as well just go nuts with like Gate and
At your service.
Quicksilver now. So move the Terminator first because he's the slowest. Give away how far I can get anyone else.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, perfect. Justicars lining up. Still up where you can get really far forward. How far away are they? Pretty far. So even if I went like max distance, it should be okay, but I'll just get to there for now and be satisfied. And you, right back there. That's actually the perfect spot for you, but okay. Get to. That'll do. Just go one backwards just in case I don't want to trigger them too early. And rises by a minuscule. They're going to move away from me this turn, but obviously we can stop that by just moving into them. How is this going to go engagement wise? They're going to be here. They're going to spread out. Cover here. Probably cover there. Is probably a good turn just to gaze directly onto them and thrash them around and see what we're actually facing first. Again, remove the Terminator to start. Maybe I can move you first. Not yet, good. Time to move some other guys up. That was it, by one square. Large zombie, which immediately convinces me not to teleport in. It's a bit of a hassle. There's nothing threatening at all there. That's rubbish. Oh, they're really good grenade range. Well, let's astral aim the seed because I've got plenty of capacity to do so. That's you. You're in perfect cover to not be hit. Oh no, I just have to move an inch forward. Apparently I was off target. Shame. Give me that.
Got them. Commander, I recommend you fortify until you complete practice.
This will happen, we know, but I'm happy I can clean out all of these in basically a turn.
Balloon seed exile.
And even if they spawn in a turn, I've basically got two because it takes them a while to even get over here. You've got the grenade, but you're not quite going to be able to get up there to use it because you have to move. Yeah, you're a bit shy. So I guess I can move you and then just put, it does what, 5 damage? 4, and they've got 5 each. The grenade, no, they've got 6 each. It depends on which one. Cultist, just be annoying. But yeah, actually, if I can move you forward and then use. Yeah, I'll use Honor the Chapter, have you run forward and then use the spread, and that'll do devastating damage to basically all of them.
Ready to serve.
Can you get up there? The only reason you would reach if you burned all your AP,
Your command.
you'd also have to burn all of your AP, so none of the Justicars are going to get into melee, so just do this now.
Now, brother. I am here
3
to
points of
serve.
AP, let's me move into the perfect spot, which is about, ooh, what do you think? To get the best spread there. That's pretty good. I won't hit that cultist on the side, but everyone else has had it. I'm far enough away such that I don't have to be worried about you exploding on me.
Taking position.
Great. Scatter shots. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, poor zombies.
Illicit ammunition depleted.
30 XP for free. And then you
Your orders.
have bags of willpower, so again, just teleport over here and hit that one until he's not there anymore.
Gliding through the wall.
So if there's anything going on back here, I don't know why there's so much space. What, just to run into if you're under threat? Yeah, this is all... No, that's not usable map, but... Should all be technically used, but whatever. Just give him a bonk. One shy again. Again, 5 damage really not being great. Less mechanical targets, in which case it's amazing.
Mercy in death.
Right, and then I need to do... How can I move to do... How much have you got left? 4, so... You've actually got the higher damage gun, so you can move to there, do 3, and then warp charge for 1 extra, killing him instantly. Problem solved. But I don't know why I keep calling it that. You'd even get the support fire for even more damage. I haven't fully internalized how good support fire is. Done. I guess everyone else starts turning around now to fight those. Got 2-3 turns with which to kill them. It's going to take a while for my allies to get over here, so just chill out for a second. Yeah, just wait. Hey, Plague Marines. Are they? No, they're not. They don't count as mechanical. Thickly armored, such as they are not mechanical. But they do have armor though, so I can use my 4-strike to armor break. So you've got the plague spear and you've got the annoying one. How far does teleport get?
Your command?
Close enough such that I think I can then get immediately onto melee range. Let's do it. As long as I'm within, I'm within to immediately start hitting them properly. So it works. 4-strike, that sees it. You can do, so it would be normally what, 5 damage? I immediately get this as well. That's cool. Let me just rip the armor. So the 2 armor break effectively counts as 2 extra points of damage because you're ignoring 2 points of the armor. So really great. That leaves him with 9. I can't quite kill him. I can just, why not just hit him a bunch, and then somebody else can easily come over here and finish him off. Oh, another crit, great. Yeah, bleed him. Be mean. Well, I suppose the whole point of this is that I want to level the Interceptor because it's the lowest. So let's spam on the chapter on you. And use the warp charge version to give him extra. Why not? Be ridiculous. I can use that to kill you. He's got 3 AP now. You're dead. Great kill animation there. And I'm going to have you come over here. Strike. That again. And get really lucky with the crits. That's all his AP burnt, but oh no, good news. We have yet another one of these. This one can't warp charge, but still good.
I am here to serve.
Just to show how an easy mission is. I'm not really using my abilities to their fullest extent, but I'm still able to just pretty much walk through it. Could have done it without getting my poor Interceptor wounded, but never mind. We're kind of out of things to do, aren't we? Hold for extraction. Am I compelled to just stand here for 2 turns now? Enemy forces gain +1 reinforcements. That will never appear. We done? Nope. You are. I'm forced to just spam end turn.
Recovery sequence initiating.
Low missions not exactly proving too challenging anymore. We've got the Grut. The only question is it a light wound or a standard wound for our beleaguered Interceptor? Oh, my poor gun batteries exploded. See the model? Did everything just fine. Requisition, requisition, requisition. Stuff I can do. This is a Purgator. I don't need another Purgator. Another rank 2 gun. These are much better than... No, careful. No, it's rank 1. So that's I think it was pointed out to me. These are just the general level I've unlocked, and these are the actual level of the tools. So is that... Oh, that's really good. Just upgrade all the frag grenades to do more damage. Yeah, ranged. They're just... Because as we've seen a lot of times, having an extra point would have been a big deal. So that out of hand. 4 Cybolt. It does 20% crit. That's pretty nice. It's just a slight upgrade. A tier 2, is that a halberd? Yeah, I think so. Flat damage 5, which is cool. Activate to add stun. I'm not really able to make effective use of stun, is the problem, because the enemies have too high a threshold. I have to hit them like 6 times. And otherwise it does all the normal stuff. Auto Executioner. When this unit executes target, it gains +1 AP. Auto gives +1 AP when triggered, but then the problem is you'd have to get the stun bars. So it's a stun weapon basically. You're using it to fish stuns out and generate massive amounts of AP for your guys, which is cool. The problem is stuns are so hard to come by, it's not really worth it. The extra damage is almost enough to have me tempted just to go for it, but I don't think it's worth 2 requisition. Probably pick up better stuff later. Heart of Flame. Grenade damage. Oh, this is the better version of the grenade armor. Grenades have +1 damage, grenades have +2 range. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be... It's a grenade kind of season. So they'd actually do... I could give that armor to whoever uses the grenades. They'd have... And they do 6 per hit, so they'd instantly kill the low tier cultists and some of the zombies. And have really good range as well. Yeah, that's great range. Yeah, I see no reason not to go with this. There you go, that's how we'll do it. And we'll leave these at home. Light wound, got away with it. Good. Yeah, you were a fraction off of leveling, so now we get there. Okie dokie. Oh, sorry, you were the one who's level 3. Wanted to level you more. Fine. Guess I'll give you more later. But Thor's leveled, and I just the car level up. We got all the shield stuff. I'm not really fussed about any of this. Melee discipline. I think I was going to come up here and give this a try, wasn't I? So provoke, so we can use him to get up there and just annoy enemies. And then give it range, and then eventually we can afflict Cray. But aren't the enemies, like the important ones, like sort of immune to these afflictions? Is the problem. So you do your little trick, you run up here, you go like max out to get up there and do damage, and then it proves for naught because they just end up ignoring you. What's down here? 4 strike damage armor. That's pretty cool if I give him a proper melee weapon later. So I'm kind of realizing the sheer power of actually having a good melee weapon. So give him hammer hand and crit damage probably that way. 4 strike does damage. 4 strike does armor break. Ruthless precision. When you crit, you get AP automatically. So give him a crit weapon. So you could come this way, make him more of a melee bruiser. Yeah, I've changed. I'm not really sold on this. They just have a potential to ignore it. It's way too big a gamble to rush your knight directly on top of an enemy, and then it doesn't do anything, and they're just standing like, oh, okay, I guess I'm about to be killed. Or I can do this, Rend the Unclean. Psychic Blast, strike at all targets in Blast Area 2 of this knight, 4 damage. Damage is kind of low, but you can make it 6 later, so again, you run him up there in proximity with things. So it's kind of, costs 2 willpower, which is expensive, but you can kind of, if you just want to hit one target, you can do that. Or if you want to run up there and hit multiple targets, you kind of stand them in the middle and sweep with a big weapon. That's not a bad idea. So you do Hammer Hand and then make Hammer Hand just do more when it crits. So if I give you a proper weapon and let you Hammer Hand things, you can actually do some really nice damage in melee. Yeah, you've got all your armor, you've got the utility stuff, don't worry about that one. 1 point of Crushing Charge is actually not a bad idea. It's really good for doing this. It's really good for kind of versatility, getting the knight where you need him because he's so slow. Moving 10 for free with 1 AP is pretty good. Again, willpower heavy, but I've got quite a bit to use. I'm not having too much difficulty with actually making use of him, as long as I'm being careful with how I engage these pods. So no, I think I'd rather just have you be the ability to just mess up a guy super hard, and then we can do more damage up here is probably better. Gator leveled. Okay. Range is great. His own support fire is not so great, but ignoring cover, yeah. So just, I love these because they're just general, all-purpose, amazing, help you in all regards. And then next level I can probably make Astral Aim do sick damage with crits, and then give him even more ammo. Just versatility, more damage with Scatter Shot. It's a shame there's no, this is the Psychic Onslaught discipline. It's a very serious shame there's no like Scatter Shot discipline. Makes it be too strong. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. It's basically useful every time without fail. Perfect. Okay, we're effectively out of stuff to do. So obviously I'll let the clock run a bit to see if we can get anything interesting going. Do I want to stand here? Is that a good place for the ship? Probably close enough to do at least 2 missions. Yep. Gun batteries are now fixed. Hooray! As I think I've been nudged towards. You should probably go for Warp Drive 2 and increase the speed. It takes forever, but the extra speed is just great. If we're lucky, I think we might be able to squeeze in all 3 missions in a set. Go for it. And otherwise, we got a couple light wounds. That won't take long to get through. I'll just go until we see the next something happens or we get the next batch of missions pop up. It's done. So just that. There we go. Bloom Swarm detected. Interesting spread. Okay, can I get to at least 2 of them? There. And then there. I think so. You probably get to there and then reach that one. That will leave you alone. You're a medium one. You're a medium one. And you're medium. Okay, bunch of mediums. Win the mission without mastercrafted armor. So I have to take off all my fancy armors. Ooh, that's tricky. Maybe. And then this one is... Okay, destroy all enemies. Duh. Protect... Oh, it's a different... Protect the sanctified servers, so I have to defend the thing. So a new one for me to fight through and think about. Kill 8 enemies with melee is basically a no-brainer. You... Win a mission without mastercrafted weapons or armor. No, thank you. I'm going to take off all of my stuff. I'd rather actually make use of my things. In terms of rewards, I've only... Oh, the bloody stave. I don't want staves. I want swords or hammers or weapons. And the halberd, another one. Falchions, swords, hammers. Not the halberd, not the ones I was kind of hoping for, but never mind. Okay, so I think I'll go for these two. It's going to be interesting to try a new mission type here. You won't quite be done with your light wound by the time you get there, but never mind. Intervention required? What's happening?
Commander, my research is being hampered by faulty terminals in the Libris. I have submitted multiple unanswered maintenance requests to the Dominus. A detestably inconvenient process, I might add.
Analysis indicates Libra's terminals are operating at 2% above minimum operational thresholds. Preliminary assessment determined the malfunction originated from direct physical trauma. The Inquisitor was informed.
She hit the computer.
Accused me of sabotaging my own equipment.
Evidence. Ongoing correspondence has included escalating overtures of violence against my acolytes.
I will do far worse than that if this does not get resolved soon.
Look, we've all pummeled the printer every now and then when it doesn't work. Poor thing's just trying its best. So, repair the terminal at once. Assign servitors to repair the terminal. Request denied. Okay. So I think if I take the first option, reading between the lines, I suspect it will probably slow the build speed of whatever we're doing because it takes resources away. If you deny the request, you get to keep everything, but you slow research speed. So the middle one costing you four servitors will probably keep both of those things at the cost of the servitors. I would much rather that one than either of those two if I've gamed them outright. I'm purely speculating, but just from the way the game works, there'll be a cost of some kind, and this is the cheapest one for me to pay.
Fine, but they're better not damage it further.
I'm happy to give up 4 servitors because I can just get some more later. Though I say that, I don't think I'm getting a bit unlucky in that I'm not getting any of these missions. Yeah, the servitors are over there, which is a bit unlucky. Okay, never mind. There's kind of the upsides to having a massively long construction project. It's going to take me forever to get through there. A couple of things to buy. The equipment would be nice. Maybe the armor would be nice. I don't really care about the tier 1 gun or Purgator, so don't worry about those. What I didn't check, is there any, like... I was warned that there might be Interceptor. Don't need a rank for the Interceptor. Apothecary. Don't need an Apothecary, so no, we don't care about the Knight. So, no, we just sit here. 3 days. I'm not willing to wait 3 days for the heal to happen because I need to rush over there to catch this mission as well. It's in a good spot as well. We can start stopping them from building up too much on this side of the map. Otherwise, I think that's okay. None of these will happen in time, so good. We can stop there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. So please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. If you have any notes on anything I could be doing better or interesting things to keep an eye out on, then please do let me know. Obviously, no massive spoilers, but just kind of you give some kind of general nudges and you be a bit tongue-in-cheek with it. That's very cool. Or if you just want to chat with me and I was down in the comment section, that's fine too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.